What's up, YouTube? This is actually for a project for class. This is my anti-bullying PSA. I don't know. But basically, I'm here to tell you, don't bully people. It's not good because I've learned firsthand what it's like to be the victim of bullying. It's not fun, honestly. It really just it sucks because I've always, when I was bullied, I felt like I was the only one out there and that nobody would understand me. And I became like, just completely spiraled into depression. And yeah, it really sucked. And the girl of my dreams, when I first met her, and even still now, she gets bullied all the time. And I think before I met her, I think she was getting really, really close to being another statistic in the whole bully side thing, which is the government's new way of saying this person killed themselves because of bullying. But in reality, it's just suicide. And I think that this is a really big thing because a lot of people don't realize that even saying to a skinny girl, like a really, really skinny girl, that she could put on a few pounds, or that she's not fat, but if anything, she can add, or she can gain weight. Even just saying something like that, like not meaning to say that she's fat or not meaning to be mean in any way, can destroy her self-confidence and destroy her emotionally and mentally. And I've seen that happen firsthand with a lot of my friends. But I'm just gonna read off some statistics here. About 160,000 students, children, miss school every day because they're afraid of bullies. And that's honestly, the missing school part's okay. I have no problem with that because if I could miss school, I would do it. But it's because they're afraid of people attacking them or intimidating them or threatening them. And that part's not cool. I do not agree with that. That is just horrible. In America, there's about 2.1 million bullies. I don't know where they got that number, but whatever. Apparently, there's about 2.1 million bullies in the United States and about 2.7 million victims. So about 1.5 victims per bully, I guess. And 1 in every 7 students from kindergarten to senior in high school is either a bully or a victim. 56% of students have personally witnessed some type of bullying at their school. In my case, I could probably say at my school, I've probably everybody's witnessed bullying because there is a lot of it at school. I wouldn't say that fighting is considered bullying. I'd say that fighting is just people have problems, so they solve it. 15% of all school absenteeism is directly related to fears of being bullied. That's not cool at all because it's, you shouldn't be afraid to go to school, or you shouldn't be afraid to go to school. If you're afraid to go to school, that's a serious problem, and somebody needs to be told about that. 71% of students say that their school has a bullying problem. Well, duh, it's a school. But you know what? You can't really do much about that. The bullying's, as much as we try and stop it, bullying's not gonna ever go away. I mean, we can make it dwindle to the point where the victims are outnumbering the bullies. They already are, to where the bullies are completely outnumbered by hundreds of kids. But there's always going to be that one douchebag that's going to be a bully. Apparently 1 out of every 20 students has seen a kid with a gun at school. Where exactly is that 1 in every 20? Because I've never seen somebody with a gun at school, unless it's a cop. 282,000 students are physically attacked in secondary schools each month. I don't really know what a secondary school is, but that's still too high of a number. 90% of 4th through 8th graders report being victims of bullying. You know, school's supposed to be a safe haven. Where the hell did that go? 87% of students say that shootings at schools are motivated by a desire to get back at those who have hurt them. Well, I mean, yeah, if I'm bullied to a point where I don't feel like I have any other options but to bring a gun to school and kill myself, honestly, if I were to do that, yeah, I'd be taking people with me that have hurt me, that have put me in that position. I mean, wouldn't that generally be a reason for, or wouldn't that generally be, you know, someone's motivation for suicide if they get to that point? Wouldn't it probably be, you know, somebody had to have said something or continually like assaulted or verbally assaulted or just destroyed this person to the point where they just have no hope to live. So, you know, I mean, yeah, if you have no hope to live and you're going to go shoot yourself in school, yeah, you're probably going to take people with you because, you know, if you're in that position, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to, but yeah, that just kind of makes sense. All right. There are 4 types of bullying. There is the physical, the verbal, the indirect, and the cyberbullying. Physical bullying, that should be kind of self-explanatory. It means, you know, you're getting hit, kicked, spit on, your hair pulled, gum thrown at you, signs put on you, stuff stolen, anything like that, any sort of hazing. That's physical bullying. Verbal bullying, basically, you know, talking to a girl, what's up, sexy? That can be considered verbal sexual bullying. Abusive language, such as basically calling a girl a whore. That's verbal bullying. Offensive remarks. So basically, you know, if you have a girl that, you know, is kind of good looking, but, you know, you're not, it's generally common for you guys not to say something stupid like, hey, nice ass, but, I mean, it happens. That's also considered verbal bullying. Indirect bullying. Gossip. Girls. That's your number one thing. You don't shut up when it comes to gossiping. That's one of the worst types of bullying ever because, you know, lies get spread around, rumors get spread around, they change, they do all this stuff, they twist, they contort everything to the point where it's just not even what happened anymore. And you go right along with it, and the person that it's about will get just destroyed by everybody that hears this rumor or whatever it is. Cyberbullying. Basically, you know, texting, spying on the person, saying really mean things on Facebook. That's all cyberbullying. And apparently that's punishable by law. So don't do it. Not because it's punishable by law, but just because it's wrong. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, bullycide. It's the government's new way of saying this person killed themselves because of bullies. Basically, it's suicide because you were bullied. There are actually their suicide rates among 10 to 14-year-olds have grown more than 50% over the last 3 decades. Why? You know, that's a huge number that should not be that high at all. In 2005, 270 children in the age group of 10 to 14 killed themselves. And that was just in 2005. 270 children. You know, I realize that the earth is a little overpopulated, but that's still too high of a number for people to die at one time. You know, especially kids. That's horrible. Bullying and homosexuality, that's a big one. Gay people that